3.
Hi, I'm Glenn Watts with Advantage Dental Design Lab, and this is your FACD tip of the month. Today I want to talk about taking shades in your office and trying to get the right shade to your laboratory. Every dentist should have the same shade guides that the lab has, and they should correlate with the porcelain that the lab uses. For instance, these shade guides here relate to each bottle of porcelain that I have. This shade guide right here is A1, A2, A3 porcelain, and that's all it is. It shows the A1, A2, A3 porcelain. And so when I walk into the dentist office to take a shade, I put this up to the patient's mouth and up to about the 1/3 of the tooth, and I quickly find out what family that tooth is in, if it's an A group or the B group or whatever, and I can quickly find out, is it an A1 or an A2? And so I figure out, all right, I pull out the A2, so the gingival third of that tooth is an A2, and then I look at the incisal. Is it still an A2 or is it an A1? Then the shade goes up to an A1 or maybe a BL4 or BL3. You can quickly see, because it's just one color on these shade tabs, because I have colors that match each bottle of porcelain. Once I determine the basic color of that tooth, then I'll pick up another guide right here. This has opalescent colors. Then I'll look at it and start looking at incisal colors, trying to determine what incisal porcelain I'm going to use. And then you can do this very easily. All you have to do is put each one of these tabs up to that tooth. It'll reveal to you if that color is in that tooth or not. Here are incisal tabs. Each bottle of porcelain, each one of these represents a bottle of porcelain. It'll show you how much translucence in that tooth. A translucent tab, a neutral tab, translucent 1, 2, or 3. You just put that up to the tooth, and if it's in there, it's going to show you if it's in there. And you just pick out each tab for that tooth that's in there. If you're doing a single central, it's imperative that you have these tabs for the porcelain that your laboratory has. And then you just pull out that tab, and when it comes, then you just photograph each tab. Once you've figured out all the colors that's in that tooth, you photograph each of those tabs by themselves. And that will help you get your shades a lot closer, rather than picking up an old shade tab that's got multiple colors in it. Because looking at one color at a time is much easier than picking up a B3 and saying, does that match? Or picking up an A3 and trying to put it up there against the tooth and say, does that match? So one color at a time, locating it, is much easier than putting up something that's got 2 or 3 colors in it at a time. This has been your tip of the month for Advantage Dental Design Lab and your FACD. Thanks.